Get ready for the ultimate American journey as we embark on a historical exploration along the mighty Mississippi River. Today, we're cruising through 4 days of southern charm, breathtaking river views, and mouth-watering cuisine that'll have you packing your bags faster than a riverboat can whistle. Imagine standing where Mark Twain once stood, watching the sunset paint the widest river in America with golden hues. That's exactly what we're about to experience on this epic Mississippi River adventure. Day 1. Memphis Melodies and River Magic. We're kicking off our journey in the soulful city of Memphis, where the Mississippi bends wide and the history runs deep. Our first stop is Mud Island River Park, where you can literally walk the entire Mississippi River. Well, a scale model of it. After exploring the river model, we're heading to the Lookout at Bass Pro Shops inside the iconic Memphis Pyramid. Most tourists don't realize you can get incredible panoramic views of the Mississippi for just $12. That's half the price of other observation decks in town. Insider tip: sunset here is absolutely spectacular, but we're saving that for later. For lunch, we're skipping the touristy spots on Beale Street and instead heading to Central BBQ on Central Avenue. The locals will tell you this is where you'll find the most authentic Memphis barbecue. Pro tip: order the pulled pork nachos, and you can thank me later. They're large enough to share and packed with smoky goodness. As afternoon rolls in, we're boarding the Memphis Riverboat Company's sightseeing cruise. Here's a money-saving hack. Book the 2:30 p.m. tour instead of the dinner cruise. You'll get the same stunning river views for half the price, and the afternoon light makes for better photos of the Memphis skyline. For dinner, we're heading to Gus's world-famous fried chicken. This unassuming spot serves what many consider the world's best fried chicken, and it's surprisingly affordable at around $12 for a hearty plate. As the sun sets, we're checking into the River Inn of Harbortown. This boutique hotel sits right on the Mississippi and offers complimentary wine hour every evening. The best part? Every room has river views, but request room 305 for the ultimate panorama. At around $189 per night, it's a splurge worth making for that perfect river experience. Day 2. Vicksburg's Civil War Legacy. We're starting Day 2 with a scenic drive south to Vicksburg, Mississippi, about a 3.5-hour journey along the Great River Road. Don't worry, we'll make this drive part of the adventure. Our first stop is the Delta Blues Museum in Clarksdale, where legendary musicians like Muddy Waters got their start. Arrive when they open at 9 a.m., and you might get a private tour from one of the passionate local guides. For lunch, we're stopping at the Riverfront Cafe in Bentonville, the oldest active juke joint in Mississippi. Owner Jimmy Duck Holmes might even play a tune if you ask nicely. Arriving in Vicksburg by mid-afternoon, we're heading straight to the Vicksburg National Military Park. Here's a time-saving tip. Start at the visitor center to get the driving tour map, but enter the park from the north entrance to avoid the tour bus crowds. The battlefield closes at 5 p.m., but arriving at 3 p.m. gives you plenty of time while enjoying cooler temperatures. For dinner, we're visiting Rusty's Riverfront Grill. While tourists crowd the flashier spots, this local favorite serves incredible seafood with river views. Their blackened redfish is a must-try at $24 and generous enough to share. Tonight, we're staying at the Anchuca Historic Mansion and Inn. This antebellum home-turned B&B offers gorgeous rooms from $149 per night and includes a gourmet breakfast. Ask for the cottage suite for extra privacy and charm. History buffs will love knowing that Jefferson Davis once gave a speech from the balcony. Day 3, Natchez Elegance. Day 3 takes us further south to Natchez, the jewel of the Mississippi. This drive is only about an hour and a half, giving us plenty of time to explore. We're starting at Longwood, the largest octagonal house in America. This unfinished mansion tells the story of the Civil War better than any museum. Book the first tour at 9 a.m. for amazing morning light filtering through the windows. For lunch, we're hitting Natchez, the camp restaurant. Situated right on the river bluffs, their crawfish étouffée offers authentic Cajun flavors with million-dollar views. Insider tip: sit on the lower deck for the best river watching. In the afternoon, we're exploring downtown Natchez on a self-guided walking tour. Don't miss Stanton Hall, a perfectly preserved antebellum mansion, and Under the Hill, the historic riverboat landing. Most visitors rush through, but take your time to discover the hidden gems. As sunset approaches, head to Bluff Park for the absolute best Mississippi River sunset views. The sun setting behind the Louisiana plains across the river creates a magical golden hour. For dinner, we're indulging at King's Tavern, housed in a building from the 1700s. Try their wood-fired flatbreads, $15 to $18, and signature bourbon flight. Ghost hunters take note. This is considered one of the most haunted buildings in the South. Tonight, we're sleeping like Southern royalty at Monmouth Historic Inn, a former plantation home set on 26 acres of gardens. Rooms start at $190, but their midweek special can bring this down to $169. Request room 36 in the main house for the most authentic experience. The complimentary breakfast features recipes passed down through generations. Day 4, New Orleans finale. Our final day brings us to the ultimate Mississippi River city, New Orleans. We're arriving early to beat the notorious French Quarter crowds. First stop is Café du Monde for their famous beignets. But here's how to avoid the tourist lines. Skip the main location and head to their shop inside the Riverwalk Outlet Mall. Same delicious beignets, fraction of the weight. Next, we're taking the Algiers Point ferry for just $2 round trip, the most affordable river cruise you'll find. Local commuters use this daily, but tourists often miss this gem. You'll get spectacular views of the New Orleans skyline and the mighty Mississippi. For lunch, we're avoiding touristy spots and heading to Coop's Place on Decatur Street. Their jambalaya supreme, $20, is legendary among locals. Arrive by 11:30 a.m. to guarantee a seat. They don't take reservations and fill up fast. In the afternoon, we're exploring the historic French market. Skip the souvenir shops and head straight to the food stalls. Local tip: the praline samples are generous enough to count as dessert. Don't miss the fresh produce section, where Mississippi River Delta farmers sell their goods. For our grand finale, we're boarding the steamboat Natchez for their Harbor Jazz cruise. At $39 per person, it's not cheap, but this authentic steamboat experience is worth every penny. Book the 6 p.m. cruise for sunset views and fewer crowds than the dinner cruise. Tonight, we're staying at the Eliza Jane Hotel. This boutique property was once the Daily Picayune newspaper headquarters and offers literary-themed rooms from $169 per night. Request a courtyard-facing room for a quieter night's sleep away from the French Quarter noise. Well, fellow travelers, our Mississippi River journey has come to an end, but your adventure is just beginning. The mighty waters, charming river towns, and rich history await you. We hope this trip has inspired you to pack your bags and set out on your own river road exploration. Thank you so much for joining us on this historical journey. Your support means the world to us, and we're grateful for every like, comment, and subscribe. Speaking of which, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to join our travel family. Drop a comment below and tell us your favorite riverfront memory or a hidden gem you've discovered on your travels. Remember, the world is vast, beautiful, and flowing with incredible adventures waiting to be discovered. As always, safe travels, everyone. And we'll see you on the road.